Hello, Youth in Government. I'm Miguel, and I'm with 9 Times Y. And today, we're bringing you a story about Sacramento on a budget. The Youth in Government trip to Sacramento is expensive, and it is the most expensive trip for many reasons. Today, we will see how delegates keep themselves from going broke at SAC, and also how they finance this trip. What are some of your strategies for saving money in Sacramento?
Well, coming to Sacramento, we all went to the store and bought food beforehand, actually. That way, we wouldn't have to spend money every breakfast, lunch, and dinner on foods and restaurants in the area.
How did you finance the trip to Sacramento?
It was a variety of ways, actually. I applied for both financial aid and scholarship opportunities at my delegation. But the majority of the way, actually, I created a Kickstarter using GoFundMe. And the way that works is basically you state your cause and give a short description, maybe some pictures of what you're trying to do or what you're trying to raise money for. And then from there, you share with your friends and family on, say, Facebook or through other social media. And then donations will start to come in of people who think that, oh, this is something that I want to help support.
Do you think that this program is worth it?
Youth in Government itself is definitely worth it. The opportunities you get, the people that you get to meet, the exposure and experiences that you receive through this program are all great, yes.
As an advisor, how do you stay under $75 for the trip?
Staying under $75 is definitely hard when you have to eat out in every meal. I personally bring a small blender with some protein, and that I can easily put banana and proteins and make a breakfast smoothie for myself. I also drink the coffee in the room. I don't see a need to get a morning Starbucks when there's perfectly fine coffee in the room. Also taking advantage of the water in every location, taking advantage of the different free breakfasts and dinner opportunities, and in general just not going extremes, buying extra muffins and cookies when I don't need to.
How do you stay in budget when buying your outfits for SAC?
When buying outfits for SAC, I love Target. I think Target is a great option for those who want to look nice but don't want to break the bank. I personally have a red card, so I get an extra 5% off of all my purchases. I am very fortunate as well. I have siblings. I have an older sister who also works in business and a mother that we're all the same size, so it's easy to share clothing when one of us wants to try something new.
What are some of your strategies for saving money in Sacramento?
So during the planning process of coming to Sacramento, my family and delegation and we all strategized on how to divide up our money throughout this 4 to 5 day process. And it's pretty much just try to budget at least $20 a day, and that's it.
How did you finance the trip to Sacramento?
So my family and we just budget throughout the year for like certain big things such as this, and pretty much for this we budgeted after a month on just trying to find at least over $100.
Do you think the program is worth it?
Absolutely, the program is worth it. Certain things that you take from this program you can't find in other places, such as leadership skills, exposures to the government of California and federal government, and depending on where you are. Information that you learn from your peers that you might not have due to different economic and social areas that people live in. So it's very valuable.
When purchasing outfits for SAC, what are some of the steps you take to save money?
So I use gift cards, and I went to the sale section of certain department stores, and what else? I just tried not to buy the prettiest things because that most likely was the thing that was most expensive.
Those were just a few ways that delegates use to finance for their trip. Signing off, this has been Miguel Vasquez with 9 Times Y.